Hey, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're from. Dorf here on July 23rd, 8:38 a.m. Just gonna play some games before I start the day, and I thought that I might show you the place that I record these videos. Not very exciting, but I'm holding the camera. Some of the videos you might see from people that use blue screen and all that kind of stuff. Not Dorf. We just use plain old stuff. Now, this is a MacBook from about 2006. I use it to produce a radio show that is on AlleghenyMountainRadio.org every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. Big Air Hits. I manipulate the music and also upload past programming on Podomatic.com. Moving over to the side, here's an acoustic guitar. It's a Fender. It does have some dust on it, as you can see, but I try to keep it tuned up, and I play a few songs here and there when I get the chance. And this box is a Yamaha bass. I don't play it all that much, but it's still fun to goof around with. And anybody who has a lot of electronics in the room is going to have a lot of chords, and then those are. Now we're going to start getting into the whole video game side of things. This box right here is just old Nintendo games, NES for those. Nintendo Entertainment System in the 80s. Some of the highlights, Top Gun, popular ones here. Let's see. Boom. Ninja Gaiden. I don't really play that one all that much. A friend gave that to me. Double Dribble. I'll show you some of my favorites here. Boop, boop, boom. Super Spy Hunter. That one's kind of hard to find. And, yes. Bubble Bobble. That one's fun. And Archon. I originally came across that one on my Commodore 64. And there's another box under here. Let's see what we got really quick. Pull that up with my leg. There you go. Ice hockey is pretty fun. Bump and Jump. That one's pretty good. And this is pretty good. Ikari Warriors and Excite Bike. Now I might do a separate review. Oh, pardon the shakiness. Now, we get over to the Atari stuff. Atari 2600, 1970 till whenever. Some highlights. Turmoil. It's a pretty good shooter type game. Wizard of War. It's a pretty good translation of the arcade classic. Gorf is pretty good. This one is a really good shooter. Every Atari person should have that. Even if you're not a Star Wars person. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Frogger. Very good. And let's see what's under here. Survival Run. I was just playing this morning. That's an unusual first-person shooter. Some of the more popular ones. Pole Position. On and on and on. La-di-da. Next we move on to the Sega Genesis. And that's a lot of fun. And recently I just picked up a Sega CD from a local shop. Let's see what's in it. One of my favorite games I picked up for $5. Cobra Command. Very good. If you own a Sega CD, you're looking to get one, Cobra Command is very nice. See, we're talking about Sega Genesis. Let's look in this shoebox under here. Here's an unusual item. The Sega Nomad. It's basically a Sega Genesis that is portable. Put the cartridge in there, plug, on off switch, volume, brightness, 6 buttons. Very nice system. Had that for a while, dropped it a few times, and still works. Some of the highlights of the Genesis collection. This is my favorite game. Where is it? Afterburner 2. Excellent translation in the arcade. Marble Madness. Excellent translation. Pretty cool music. The very first NHL hockey from EA Sports. It's a lot of fun. And I'm not a big sports person. Even this one's fun. Where is it? John Madden 93. That's a lot of fun. 3 buttons, that's all you need. And that seems to be the highlights of that collection. Got some other stuff in here. Odds and ends, very nice. Alright, now this beast right here is the Atari 2600. Showed you some games. The one in it is Robot Tank, and that one is on the TV right now. Kind of like a first-person tank game. You just kind of move around and shoot tanks. Pretty fun stuff. You can get it on your iPhone if you want. So, Activision iPhone. Here's some more Atari games. Some of the more favorite ones. I really like Super Breakout. It's cool. River Rage, I was playing this morning. Very good game. All the Activision games are over here. Chopper Command. That's a really good shooter. Where's Spider Fighter? Spider Fighter. Good one. There's some more unusual ones. Crossbow, which is originally a light gun game from the arcade. Not a good translation. Solaris, that's kind of hard to find. And what are these big old things back here? This is the Atari 5200. These are Atari 2600, 5200. Came out about 83, I think. And finally went bye-bye around 84. Didn't last too long. Those are kind of tucked away back there. Got some more over here. Boom, boom, boom. All along the wall. Favorites. If you're thinking about getting that system, Berserk. It's probably the best game. And I'm not a Pac-Man person, but that version of Pac-Man is very good. Missile Command is awesome. Even Super Breakout is fun. Kind of dark, but, you know, whatever. And Ms. Pac-Man's around here somewhere. There it is. Probably the best home version of Ms. Pac-Man right there. Alright. What else we got here? This is the Sega Saturn, 1994-ish. I believe I bought it when it first came out. I think I paid like $300 or $400, something ridiculous. Don't even play it that much anymore. Nintendo Entertainment System. There it is. Everything's plugged up, ready to go. Xbox 360. VCR, movies, tapes, tape movies, and I also use it to plug all these things into, so it actually comes up on the TV. And let's see, that is not a Sega Saturn. I just put that sticker on there. It's a Sega Dreamcast, and there's nothing in it, but it's fun. Some of the favorites here are those games right here. Sega Bass Fishing 1 and 2. Where is... Oh, Sega Marine Fishing, rather. And then there's Bass Fishing. NHL 2K is fun. Dynamite Cop, good beat 'em up. Soldier of Fortune, good first person. And one more. Ultimate Fighting, the very first Ultimate Fighting game. Very fun. I don't have any plug-and-play games except for this one. And the reason I have it is because it has Pac-Man Plus on it, which is the only home version. Boom. Very fun, very fast. And we have some light games for my PS2, Light Gun, Time Crisis 3, 2 and 3, Vampire Knight, which is kind of like a House of the Dead deal. Some movies, la. This one's kind of hard to find. Maximum Overdrive on tape. Moving on. PS2. Very fun system to play. Let's see if there's anything in there. Probably not. I've been doing a lot of traveling. Just a movie. Doing a lot of traveling, so all my stuff's pretty much packed away. These are all switch boxes. I got switch boxes plugged into switch boxes. A big old mess. Here's some more Atari 2600 stuff. The reason they're up here is because they're missing the label on the side. So I need to at least see what's up there so I can play them really quick. Moving forward. Guitar Hero drums that everybody knows that I practice on, which is kind of cool. Here's the Atari 5200 itself. Boom, boom, boom. Very gigantic system. Probably the biggest system that's ever been created. And inside is a copy of Defender. And you can store the controllers in the back, which is kind of cool, and hide stuff. whatever stuff you want to hide. Keep my Sega Saturn, PS2, some 360 games, PS1 stuff in there, and Sega CD. Just a big old binder. I just buy the pages separately and throw them in there. This gigantic thing is an arcade joystick I got a while back for Christmas. Anything that clicks as far as a joystick, you know, is going to be precise. And it even has a one-player button, which is kind of cool. And then on some games like Asteroids, I remap the buttons so that it can be like the arcade where you go left and right, thrust, fire, hyperspace. Very fun. Even on Root Beer Tapper in the arcade, you had an actual tap. You just pushed it like that to serve the drinks. So I remapped the buttons to move up and down the screen, up, down, left, right, and then tap. Lots of fun with that. This box right here shows all the CDs and materials I use to produce the radio show every week. Under here, is a PV guitar amp that goes with this Gibson electric guitar that I kind of fiddle with every once in a while. And then everything on this side of the room is just dirty clothes and whatnot. So, oh, there's a guitar pedal back there. Universal remotes. Big whoop. So if we were to back up, and here's the whole dealio that we just went over. Alright, very good. See you next time. AlleghenyMountainRadio.org. Monday through Friday. Not Monday through Friday, just Monday, 8 to 10 p.m.